Hello and welcome on our very first public sprint review. What we were thinking about is that why don't we create once a month short changelog videos so that all of our testers can see what has changed in the past month. Or maybe if you missed any kind of updates in the meanwhile, this way you can catch up quickly and easily while also seeing how we are using typically the application. So without further ado, let's get started because I want these ones to be really short, focusing on what actually matters. And the way we are going to structure this is I'm going to show you how it looked like 1 month ago and how does it look like right now. So let's log in. Oops. And as you see, once you logged in, this is what awaited you 1 month ago. You had on top all your visions. Right now this account has one vision next to it. I can create another one, and then that goes for a second. And here I can say, I don't know, to be the best coaching in the world. Just one, not in the whole multiverse. And then here you were able to add some subcodes next to it. So this is how the typical core widget looked like. And then as you see, everything was underneath one vision. First the weeklies came, and then after that the dailies, or if you had a high level, then the high level was normally set right after division. And then for this you had to refresh, and then it was being put to the right place, ideally, yeah, high level, weekly, daily. Now the other thing that you had is basically the swim buddy view, where you saw all the swim buddies and all their swim buddies, each and every goal that is active currently, as well as you already had some notifications. This is, of course, did not open up. You already had the hub view where you were able to have a short walkthrough of the application. By clicking next to it, you were able to go out. You had the profile view, which started always with a small red issue. And then here on this view, you were able to update your first name, last name, username. And if you clicked on the image, then here you were able to add the image URL for your profile. And then that is it. You already had a what is new link, which took you to a changelog. We are going to go through this in a moment. And yeah, basically that is it. And this is somewhere around up here. All right, so let's see what has changed since then and when I'm setting up the environment. You can also check out what has changed since then. All right. Oops. And then of course everything will have to be restarted. Now I'm not entirely sure if this will work like this, but we will see. Anyways, so like I said, this state that you just saw was somewhere at the end of December. Since then we had quite some issues around task cloning. This has been fixed a number of times throughout the month, as well as Right now, if you have a notification, that notification will appear on your end immediately. This is now just working for if a SwimbudDie of yours finishes their tasks, but not for messages or discussions. But this works right now real time. We were just curious if we are able to do it, and it turned out that yes, this is indeed possible and there is no black magic around it. There was another bug that we fixed. Registration emails were not sent out, unfortunately, for quite some time. And scheduling is a big change that you are going to see, as well as a calendar view, as well as a full-fledged goal hierarchy, which is, I think, a huge step forward. Probably the most major one from the past couple of weeks. And then quite some bug fixes around that. We have now a new cookie policy. That is something that I'm going to show you as well. And we have impressum and privacy policy and calendar view. So in a nutshell, these are all the new things that you can expect. Let's see how it looks like right now. And in order to make this one work, yeah, it seems like that it's already loads up properly. As you see now, if someone opens up the application for the very first time without previously having accepted the cookie policy, now they have to accept the policy. And if they click on more info, they are able to opt in or opt out from essential and analytics cookies. Now this will obviously need some tweak because essential cookies are like, well, you know, essential. So you should not be able to unclick them, which you cannot, but I don't have yet, or we don't have yet a visual indication of, hey, this is basically a mandatory thing. Nevertheless, I accept it now. It has a new lock screen or logging in screen. Let's look at that at first. All right, maybe like this. So we accepted the cookie policy already. You have down there now 3 new buttons. You have an impressum, privacy policy, and data protection, something that I was super scared of, and now I'm happy that these are working. And if you click on them, then they will take you to the main page, and then you can go through the policies. These are going to, of course, change and evolve over time, but really wanted to start very early on, putting emphasis on compliance. And I'm still going to use the test account. And let's see what happens after I log in. So the first thing that you see is that there are no visions up there. And there is a goal, which, even though my name is test, belongs to András Iványi. So András Iványi is one of my swim buddies. And I don't see my items that I had previously. These are now hidden under Show All Archive. And if you open Show All, Active, then you are seeing that there is some kind of a hierarchy right now, meaning that you have a vision on the top, you have a high level underneath it, and you see you have weekly ones, and right now the weekly ones are being signaled by having an extra text in front of them by the end of the week. So from now on, you don't have to use capital letters anymore. The type selector moved to the right side, and now this only allows you to select something that is lower ranked than the parent of the item. In this case it is a vision, so pretty much you can select anything. But so far you don't really see too much of hierarchy here, right? Because as it seems that the division daily goal belonged. Now with this we cannot do anything, but from now on we can say that hey, we need a new daily that actually says that by the end of the week a bug is or by the end of the day a bug is reported. So let's add it straight to the weekly goal. Now this makes a lot of sense because I know that by working on this one, I'm actually making progress on this one. However, this is for the testing toolbox, and I had that one. So let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of this one and just locate it to the right place so that it makes sense. By the end of the day, a bug is reported. Okay. And then here, I don't know, on this one we can say that I have some practical experience with XYZ tool. Okay, now this is already much better, and as you see now all the visions right here. So what is the thing with this calendar up here? If I click on any of these ones, I see actually nothing. Well, not nothing. I see that this guy on the 25th had a daily goal, which is already quite good, I must admit. And he probably had quite some more. And in the previous week he had nothing. So let's set up ours. Let's go back to show active. And so I want this one to be a weekly goal. Here now I can schedule it and I can say that this is for this week. And the moment I do this and I go to the calendar, I see not just the item but also its parent. So I know why I'm doing something, and this becomes even more trivial the moment I say that hey, this one I would like to achieve tomorrow, and this one I would like to achieve today. Now notice that for this one, this week is actually, or this weekly goal is actually not scheduled for the week. And yet if I click here, it appears here because it knows that in order for me to understand why I wanted to report that stupid bug, I need to understand that, hey, I had a weekly goal, oh yeah. So it keeps everything in one single place. And then the other thing, here you don't see because this guy does not have a goal hierarchy here. But maybe a previous day they had, like here. Back then, when this was being set up, you were able to do daily goals that had daily goals underneath them. This is since then not the case because it did not seem too much of a sense. But right now here you are seeing that you can practically do the same for your swim buddies as well. And this, of course, is especially valuable if you are working with multiple swim buddies. You see all their goals in front of you for the week, for the day, so that it's easier for you to reach out to them, ask how they are progressing, ask how you can help, and also to interact with the others overall. Now the other big change is that, as you see here, you see that there are 1/3 per 3 daily goals and 2 per 3 weekly goals. Now the trick here is actually that from now on, for each of the days, you can have 3 daily goals. So in other words, you are able to schedule your whole week ahead. This was not possible in the past. And yeah, I think pretty much that is it. Just to see how, say, the profile looks like right now, one thing that has changed is that instead of having to figure out what the author wanted. So instead of having to click here, you have a picture URL here. You are still only able to use pictures that are publicly available and publicly linkable from anywhere in the internet. So you are still not able to upload your own profile picture. This is something that may be coming in the near future. But the way it typically works is you open up, say, a Facebook, and then you open up yourself, check your own profile picture, copy the link, and then bang, it just starts working. You hit save, and from that moment on, you have your profile picture. And then I think this was everything that I wanted to show you. Let's see how this works. I'm really curious about any kind of feedback that you can provide. What is it that you like in this? Where is it still confusing? And how can we improve, in your opinion? I'm especially interested in the calendar view, to be honest, because I'm not sure yet if this is actually something that makes your life easier or it makes everything more complicated. Please also let me know if you tried to do something but did not work. Say, I don't know, you tried to assign your vision by pulling it on one of the days and this does not work, for example. This is a possible use case that I can imagine. Or I think other than this, yeah, let me know how you think the hierarchy looks like right now, if it is clear, if it is understandable why items are belonging next to each other, or smaller or bigger. And yeah, I think this is our very first sprint review, monthly review. Please let me know what you think, and see you in 1 month. Yeah, just one more thing. If you navigate to swimbuddies, now this one, but swimbuddies will be also grouped under tabs by the swimbuddy itself. So you can see a whole summary for anyone else. This I forgot. Alright, see you in 1 month. Thanks for watching.